Hello, my name is Taylor Kyle, and welcome to Elite Magic Academy. Today, we are learning another version of the Red Hot Mama, or also known as the Chicago Opener. This is a powerful effect, and I think you're going to like this variation. I've changed it up a little bit, and it uses some of the moves we've learned here on the channel. So if you're new and you don't know those moves, below this video, there are links that you can go to all of those individual moves and learn them. So keep that in mind. So here is what the performance looks like. Let's just imagine that they're going to have them select a random card. So what I'm going to do is deal off cards onto the table. They can say stop at any point. So I start dealing cards off. I like to deal them face up. You can deal them face down. You can choose to deal them however you want. All right? Now what happens is, let's say they say stop here. If they say stop here, we'll say that this card on the table is theirs. We'll ask them if they want to go one more card. If they do, we will turn over the next card, whatever it may be. So let's just imagine they did ask to go one more card and that they stopped here on the 2 of clubs. You tell them they could have had any of these cards, any of those cards, yet this is the only card that has turned blue. Now this will surprise them and they'll be like, what? How does that work? And so you will proceed to say, well, it has to do with a snap, right? So I like to take the card and I just lay it off to the side and I say, you know what? We'll actually revisit this in a second. The card will be over here for now. And let's just try it with a different card. So let's just imagine that they can name any card. They can actually. So just have them name a card. And you say, look, I'm going to make that card turn blue. If I snap my fingers, you should see the back of it. And as I go through, let's just imagine they said 5 of diamonds or something. All right? So just imagine 5 of diamonds. I go through here and I say, look, you'll see the back of it is blue, right? I get a feeling that it's not. Right? And you react to the fact that they don't see the back as blue. You go through it again, you say, is the back blue? I don't see any blue backs. So then you stop and you look from the front. You say, well, that's weird because I don't even see the 5 of diamonds in here. So you show them all the cards, 5 of diamonds is gone. You say, that is so peculiar. I mean, I would have thought it would have showed up. Too bad you didn't choose the ace of diamonds. It might have worked because then at least your card would have been in the deck. But then you pause and you stop and you say, you know, maybe it doesn't matter because I think the card on the table may actually be your card. And you display that their card is the 5 of diamonds. And maybe they didn't have to choose the ace of diamonds instead. So boom, there you go. That is how the trick is performed. It's very powerful because the card on the table appears to change into their card. Now, let's actually learn how this is done. Okay, so it's very simple. You may have caught it if you were familiar with some of the other stuff I was teaching, but this uses a double backer. It has red on one side, blue on the other side. Remember, if you'd like to get these, there will be a link down below this video where you can buy these, and it helps out this channel. So keep that in mind. If you do want to get them, it does help out the channel. Now, let's see. So what you're going to do is you're going to start with it face down. Now this is pretty nice because you will end up in this position if you learn the color changing deck routine that I've taught before that uses just one card. So if you want to learn that trick, the link is down below as well. It's super powerful and it leads right into this. So if you learn both of them, you can mix them together and make one long routine. So you start with it, of course, face down, and you're just going to be doing the second deal. That is also down below this video, and so you just proceed like so. I do the second deal from here. You can see from the other angle the second deal happening. All right, here it is. Wherever they say stop, you stop. Now, if they say this card, you move this card over on top while getting the break there, right? So it goes on top. Now you pick them up together and it creates the illusion that the back is blue. Now the cool thing from here is you can just show the card one more time if you want and then flip it onto here. But if it's on here, the other side is red, which we're going to take advantage of with their perception of how things go. So what you do is you take the cards that are on the table, put them back on, and have them name any card. It's important that if you're going to have them name any card, that you have every card in the deck. Because if you don't, it could be a serious problem when they name something and it isn't in the deck. So just make sure it's there. Now you're going to go through and have them look at the backs, but you're looking at the front. As soon as you find their card, you cut at that spot. Let's imagine their card was the 8 of diamonds. You'd want to cut the card above it to the bottom. All right, that will put the 8 of diamonds on top. Notice how this works. Boom, boom, like so. Now the 8 of diamonds is here. So now that it's been cut to the top, you are ready to do the next part, which is then comment on how you didn't see it in here. And when you do, you're going to riffle up the back. You'll see here in the other position, you riffle up the back and just 2 cards, and you get a break underneath like so. Now when you spread out the faces, it will hide that top card behind the second card from the top so that they won't see it. Perfect way to hide it. Now what you do is you comment, man, too bad it wasn't the 5 of diamonds, because then this trick would have worked. Maybe I'm just missing that card. Now when you say this, you then say, well, maybe it's just that it's not the card in the deck, maybe it's the card on the table. And when you do, you remove the top card, which is their card. You remove it, and you slide it underneath the card on the table and flip them over together, but drop that card, right? The red card. Now you have the double backer in your hand, and you've dropped and swapped it for the other card. Now if you do it really quick and smooth, it will be imperceptible, as if you just flipped over the card, all right? That's what it will look like. And then you will take this back, and you can show this card here as the 5 of diamonds still. And then even better, if you pick this card up, it is now, of course, red, but you can move it to the pack and then flip it over and show that it's blue still. You can end it there, or you can turn it back to red, whichever you prefer. Now, the reason why I like this variation better, all right, the reason why is because the act of counting cards face up onto the table and moving through it gives them so much more free choice. Plus, at the end, you literally get to say, think of any card, and then it turns into it. The problem is if they take the cards and they're spread out, they may think you maybe forced it on them, especially if you've done a lot of tricks before it where you are using card forces. So it's really nice just to have the spectator just think of any card and have it work, right? That's just super nice. So that's why I like this variation. Obviously perform whichever one you prefer. It's up to you. If you want to see the other version, if you're new and this is the first video you've seen, then go check out that version. The link will be down below as well. Remember, there's always links down below you can check out for all sorts of resources. So to sum it up, thank you very much for being here. Please smash that like button. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And if you can, you might want to join that email list because you can get all sorts of cool stuff from it. Now, if you like what I do and you like me, then you might want to come and see my new show. It's a Zoom show that I'm doing online, and you can get tickets down below as well. So that's a lot of fun. And if you come there and join me, you'll see some of the cool magic I perform for my professional gigs when I get hired for private events. So if that interests you, feel free to stop by to come see me at my live event. It's going to be a lot of fun. You'll be able to see your friends and family laugh and be surprised. That's really the best part about magic, is being able to see the reactions, to be able to have that community. So that's what I'm going for. I'll see you again soon, and have a good week.